Have you been given a contravention notice by the Department of Labour?
Don't panic.
Good day and welcome to episode 16 of Safety Talk with myself, Bandeli Patrick Alaferio, and Gert Hendricks, our very own safety coach here at FTS Safety. Gert, we're talking about non-conformities from the Department of Labour.
Yes, when the Department of Labour pitch up on your site and they write you a contravention notice.
Contravention notice. Okay.
Meaning that they have done an audit or a walkabout and they have found something which is non-compliant according to the Occupational Health and Safety Act and regulations.
All right.
Then they've got the right to write down a non-conformance to you and they issue it to you, and then you will see there's a date that they can come back. They can extend it right up to 6 months, but not sooner than 21 days.
Wow. Okay, so tell me, what do you do as a business owner when you have a non-conformity with the Department of Labour?
A non-conformance is actually, there's 3 levels of non-conformance. There's suggestion, and then where you need to change. Then you get the non-conformist, and then you get the closure.
Okay.
So non-conformance is serious, but you've still got time to rectify it. And that is important. It is important that you need to show to the Department of Labour that you are actually willing to partake in the safety in your company.
Yeah.
So a lot of companies out there, as they get this non-conformance letter, and then they start phoning around. And the big issue that we have with that is the thing that the Department of Labour asks the most for is they want appointment letter from a health and safety rep, and they want a risk assessment in writing.
Yeah.
And then the companies come to you and they say, okay, I need those 2 documents, can you please provide them for me? But the thing is, the Department of Labour knows that if you've got the risk assessment in place, that you would have all the other documents that is mentioned in the risk assessment.
Okay, fantastic.
You understand? So inside the risk assessment, you will, for example, see that I have got working in heights, for example. So I need a safe working procedure for working in heights. I need a training program. I need inspections in place. I need an appointment letter for the scaffolding or ladder or whatever it is. And that is part of your controls mentioned in your risk assessment. So that is the rest of your file. Just because I haven't asked for the inspection of a step ladder or scaffolding doesn't mean you're not need it.
Yeah.
Because it's mentioned in the risk assessment. So it's your master document.
Okay, so that's what they're looking for. So that's basically their top line check, helicopter view.
That's the helicopter view. And the reason why they ask for a safety rep is because they know the moment you've got a safety rep, which has been nominated and elected according to section 17 and 18, then you have got a healthy system.
Yeah, fantastic. It shows that you're talking about making it. But now, on our previous episode, we spoke about having all the paperwork in place, but not actually implementing it. So now you're kind of saying, well, the paperwork's in place, it looks like everything's fine. So which one is it, if you don't mind me asking?
It's married. It's married.
Okay.
You understand? You cannot separate them. The Department of Labour will look for the paperwork because it's the only thing that will protect you in the court of law.
Okay.
So when something goes wrong, it's I said so, you said so, and so on. It's worth nothing. But when it's on paper, then you are protected.
Right.
But
okay, so
when you have got that paperwork and you have implemented, you will find that the culture starts changing and the people start implementing.
Okay, so let's quickly think of this. So from government's point of view, and I remember once going back years ago, you drew me a beautiful presentation on the evolution of safety in South Africa from the beginning. I think it was government who was responsible. Oh, okay. Maybe it's worth quickly doing a rundown, but that, I know it's in one of our previous episodes, so we won't even go into it. But I know in a nutshell was the evolution of safety was originally government's responsibility, then it was the individual's responsibility, and now finally it's the company's responsibility no matter what. Is that correct?
An old Machine Act, the Marsh Act, it was the responsibility of the government to make sure that safety is implemented in all, because the coin was paid to the government, so that's where the logic came from. And then with the OSH Act, which implemented in 1994, says that it's now the owner of the company's responsibility.
Okay, so it's only one step. Okay. So now it's just the owner's responsibility. Now we're talking about that. So I've come in, I've been, not actually, we're actually very good at our safety. Okay, but a business owner gets the non-conformity. I mean, what is the process? So like, would they just go out, would they just pick up the phone a hold of a safety officer, say, please come inspect? What is the process for a business person who's maybe thinks they might be non-conforming or have been found to be non-conforming? What is the process?
Well, firstly, the Department of Labour's got the right to pitch up. unannounced.
Yeah.
You've got the right to ask for him if he's the real deal. You understand? It's not a scam. So you ask him for his appointment letters from the commissioner that he is inspector from the Department of Labour. Once you've got that, you can ask him if you can come back in a week's time.
Okay.
Or when else suits you, because you guys have got meeting. 90% of the time, they're willing to do that.
Yeah.
But they have got the right to say, no, I want to come in now. Once they come in, the first question that I have found that they ask for is they ask for the safety rep.
Yeah.
Then they take the safety rep and they start doing a walkabout. Very sneaky, they ask the people on the floor. They talk to the people on the floor, and they hide themselves underneath the fact that they also do a labour law.
Yeah, of course.
So are you registered? Have you got a ID document? And then they ask a little bit about the safety.
Yeah.
Who bought those safety shoes for you? When last have you had an inspection done? And those are the questions. And once then they get immediately idea of what's happening in the company. And then they will go to your office. That's usually when the coffee and the cookie stands ready for them, if it's not too late by then. And then they start looking at your safety file.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's the process from that point of view now. But
now you've got the non-conformity.
I'm just imagining there must be business people who don't know where to go now. So
Yeah.
what do they do? Do you Google non-conformity? Do you pick up the phone? I know that I want you guys to phone FTS Safety, but what is the typical process for someone? Do you know the?
Well, I have seen a lot of companies ask the Department of Labour,
Okay.
where do I go now? And a lot of the companies approach the Department of Labour. They've got a whole pile of various business cards there, and they say choose one for you, help yourself. Or else they would also say that you are welcome to log on to the Department of Labour's website. You can download some of the documents there as well, but it is unfortunately just guidelines.
Do we offer a health check of any sort?
Oh yes.
Do we?
Yes. The Department of Labour doesn't.
Do you know what I'm saying? But so if someone wasn't sure if their business is compliant or not.
That's very good. Let them click on the link. We'll send them back to them.
Okay.
And let's see how far compliant they are.
Okay. And you're just going to ask a series of questions just to get an understanding and go from there.
And go from there. But the Department of Labour doesn't do that for the simple reason is that, and it's a very dangerous exercise actually, because you think that is what safety is all about.
Okay.
Just those couple of questions, over 20 or 30 questions.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's that bird eye view to see if you've got the rest in place.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay. Well, thank you very much for answering my questions, Kat. All right. Once again, I'll ask if you've liked this video, please like or follow us, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever you're watching. You can also find us on www.ftssafety.co.za, where you can buy a full range of our products online, delivered throughout the country. We are based in Durban for Click and Collect off Queen Nandi Drive in Riverhorse Valley, same complex as Builders Warehouse. So thank you very much. Keep watching. Thank you. Have a great day.